26-year-old Katya Echazarreta recently made history as the first Mexican-born woman and one of the youngest women to fly to space.
And it's been my life's goal to reach the space industry and reach space.
In early June, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket carried its fifth group of passengers to the edge of space, and Katya got an opportunity to apply for one of the 6 seats.
When you apply for a trip to space, you don't really expect to get a trip to space. And I decided to just go for it. I am the kind of person that will always take a shot, even if it looks impossible, because if you don't do it, then it will be impossible.
Growing up, Katya's life was not always easy. She migrated to the US from Mexico when she was 7, and when she was just a teenager, she would help her single mom raise her 3 siblings. She worked at McDonald's and many other jobs to help support her family, and she hopes her accomplishments have an impact.
We are now seeing a lot of little girls vocalizing and verbalizing that this is what they want too. And when I was a little girl and I would say these things, I was constantly being told that it was a ridiculous idea because of how unrealistic it is. And so being able to provide these young women and girls with an example of, no, it's not unrealistic, it's actually something that is real and possible and can happen to you, that is the reason why this was so important for me to do.
Katya was selected for the trip by a nonprofit from a pool of more than 7,000 applicants from more than 100 countries based on her outstanding achievements.
I remember I have never been as nervous in my entire life. My hands were shaking. I could not sleep for days.
The flight took Katya and 5 other people 62 miles above the Earth's surface, giving them a few minutes of weightlessness before coming back to Earth.
This experience was absolutely incredible. The trip up was the most fascinating experience because a lot of us are used to traveling this way. But when you're in a rocket, you're going up this way, and that feels very strange. And you have these massive windows to your side, and the view is just beautiful. Moments later, your capsule is going through separation from the rocket. You're experiencing microgravity for the first time, and you look out the window and you see a planet, a very real, large, beautiful planet with the most beautiful glow of the atmosphere, and you're able to see everything in 3 dimensions.
Katya is currently getting her master's degree in engineering at Johns Hopkins University, and she says her trip to space changed her perspective on life.
All of your problems and all of your obstacles and everything that feels like the end of the world to us sometimes, it's all there. It feels so big to us, and yet it's not. We are used to looking at our sky, and it looks like it's so vast and it's so big and there's so much of it. And yet when you're in a rocket on your way out, you see how little of it there actually is. That thought can be both comforting and scary, to know that the things that we felt and have felt for so long that are so large are actually so small and fragile and vulnerable, just like we are as humanity.
Before starting her master's degree, Katya used to intern at NASA. She did such a great job that they offered her a full-time job after graduation.
It wasn't enough for me to have made it because I was looking around and I wasn't seeing many people who looked like me, women of color, or women even just in general, in some of these spaces. I wanted other women and other people of color who are interested in doing the same things that I've been doing to know that one of us has made it and it is possible, and I want to show you how I did it.
And despite all of her accomplishments, Katya still has big dreams.
I would love to go to the moon, so I'm going to see how I make it happen, but I'm going to make it happen.